Sit down, Bob. I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy. Ask me why. Oh, yeah, there's no Bob. Well, anyway, I'm going to be ranking every single one of Mr. Huff's lines from The Incredibles. And if you know anything about me, this makes perfect sense because I don't know what it is about this man, but he is literally the funniest character in cinema for some reason. I really don't know. So every time there was a period, a question mark, an exclamation point, I ranked them. There's like 47 of these that I ranked. This was literally the hardest ranking I've ever had to do because previously on some other like ranking videos, we have like take the Zombies songs ranking for example. There's not a bad song in the series. But I didn't count in for Zombies 4. I don't think there's terrible songs. Anyway, Bam was my least favorite one of those songs, and I still like the song. This is a case where every single one of these lines is comedy gold, meaning they're all S tier. The last place in this video is still great. You get what I'm saying? Let's just hop into it. We're not doing any editing things with a little a thing at the bottom of the screen over there. We're just going to talk. I have the notes here. Let's talk. So the bottom two spots are... So, the last place spot is the line, "Where is he?" And the second to last spot is, "Haven't you got him yet?" It's when he's being called, like he's trying to get... oh my gosh. Something in my eye. It burns. Hang on. I feel a bit better. If he's messing with my eye, that's why. So it's when, these lines are when Mr. Huff is trying to get Bob into his office the second time, like the second scene he's in. And so that's what it is. It's very quiet. It's not like it's an obvious second place because this is the only time, like one of these lines, he's not really talking to someone. Like he's not talking to Bob. He's not just making funny noises, but it's still amazing. The next line is, "Close the door." Here's what it is. The next line is, "Close the door." And then the fourth to last is, "Get over here now." It is still pretty funny, but it's not like he usually is later, like early in the scene. It's just kind of quiet. This is more like him as a threat. And I kind of rank these off like a funny. I'm not like, if I were to rank, I don't know, what's a serious movie rule? Like every emotional scene in I don't know, random director Christopher Nolan. That's not the same. I'm ranking these as funny kind of. So, the next line is no. Like when he says, "Did I do something illegal?" No. It's just a no. It is kind of funny how he just does something. Like I said, these things are comedy gold. But these two are Bob. There's actually two of them. I wrote down two of them because he says it twice. Now, there's going to be lines earlier, later in the video, that he says it twice. I'm going to go ahead and spoil. "I'm not happy, Bob." He says it twice. But in order to, does not, make confusion, I lumped them together. There's two things. It lists twice, but they're both, they're both different lines. But I just want to put them together, so confusion. So, yeah. Next is complaints I can handle. It's probably a little high, actually. I don't know. Anyway, it is still, I can handle that. It's kind of calm. It's kind of leading up to what I can't handle, The next line is, "You know what I mean by cooperative cogs?" It's when he's talking about his clock frame, which is a funny line. This is still all funny. But, Next is, "The law requires that I answer no." He's getting to, the hour, people. That's a funny line. "You know, Bob, a company..." Now, this, that's where it ends, because he gets interrupted by Bob. So that's kind of it ends here. So it's not it's leading up to a joke, which is funny, but isn't that at least right after "Our people serving with their stockholders, Bob, who's helping them out, huh?" And then it goes "You know, Bob, a company..." It's funny. I'm being metaphorical, Bob. I kind of like this line because it's it's kind of signifies he's just kidding around with this he's a little subordinate. Me and my friend have this theory. Shout out, you're probably watching this because we're biggest fans of this guy. That we think that these two are best friends outside of work, but they have to be mean to each other in the office. I just think that's funny. I don't know why we think that, but I don't know. Good thing, too. It's just kind of like a calm before the storm. Like, good thing, too. You were this close to losing your... but that's not the line. We're just talking about good thing, too. Ask me why. Like, it's after he's just like, I'm not happy. It's just like, what's next? Ask me why. That's kind of funny. Your customers make me unhappy. It's just like, I don't know. I'm really having trouble conveying like how I feel about these lines. Like once we get to like the up here S tiers, like it's gonna be way easier. But right now, the best clocks have dual movements clocks that fit, that cooperate by design. It's like it's really funny in this scenario because like it's very drowned out in your ears. Like you're not really hearing it because you're focusing on like the mugger outside with that Bob's looking at. So it's like. The best clocks have dual movement clocks that fit, that cooperate, but like you're not hearing it, You were this close to losing your we me and my friend do that all the time. We like whenever we're making each other mad, we were like one time we were doing a math assignment and I kept answering the questions faster than him because we were doing it together and I kept answering faster, so I'd go, good thing too. You were this close to answering the question, and then like we pretend to each other. We don't actually hurt each other, but or things. Now, a clock needs to be cleaned, well lubricated, and wound tight. I think I just like the word lubricated. It's kind of funny. Like this guy is probably so much funnier to me now than when I watched it as a kid because like I don't understand what the word bureaucracy means. We're discussing your attitude. Oh wait, okay. So that was next, and then above that is do not change the subject, Bob. Part of these lines, I'm also thinking like how like actually watching these lines, it's hilarious because I literally have so many pictures of just Mr. Huph. It's crazy. I'm gonna scroll back to like when I first started, screenshotting him. Here we go. Like, look. Is it better if I? It's easier. I might just hi, other webcam jack here. Look at these. How do I get these? Look at that one. Look at that one. That's like a lot of these pictures I use for the thumbnail, by the way. That's a picture of Phil from Madagascar. It's like, oh, there's Jim Carrey. I tricked you into watching Jim Carrey content. That's funny. Anyway, I love this guy. Let's see what's next. Starting with our stockholders, Bob. I just love when he says Bob, and I don't understand. Probably from the Bosch video where he like genuinely sounds concerned. Like whenever one of us goes like blank faced in class, we're always going, Bob, 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 Bob. I just love it. Stop right now, or you're fired. It's awesome. I love this guy. We yell, you're fired all the time. This guy is like 60% of all we talk about. It's insane. What I can't handle is your customers' inexplicable knowledge of InsureCare's inner workings. What? It's just like, this would, like, we, like, blow these lines way out of proportion to where it's, like, really funny. Like, I don't understand it. Don't tell me about the coverage, Bob. Bob? Get it? See? No, wait. Don't talk about their coverage? No, okay, sorry. Okay, the line is, the next line in my list. So we just finished what I can't handle is your customer's inexplicable knowledge of InsureCare's inner workings. The next line is, I don't know what about, I don't want, don't tell me about their coverage. Then the next line is, tell me how you're keeping InsureCare in the black. And then the next line is, I don't know what their coverage, Bob. Sorry, I messed that up really bad. Those are the next three. Sit down, Bob. That's the calm before the storm. Like, it's literally just like, sit down, Bob. Why, what? I like it was just rage baiting him. Well, let's hope we don't cover him. That's like, what a dumb thing to say to this guy. Precisely. And the line before that on my list is like an enormous Yes! So on the list it says, It's like an enormous clock. Yes, precisely. But those are two different because, separation. It only works if all the little cogs mesh together. It's literally for that reason. Just this motion. It's awesome. Exploiting every loophole, dodging every obstacle. Literally, what is this guy rambling about? It's awesome, man. You authorized payment on the Walker policy? But it's awesome. If you don't praise this guy, it's awesome. So this is where so this line of "I'm not happy, Bob" is "I'm not happy, Bob" is like when he's walking back after threatening to be fired, And the next line is "I'm not happy, Bob." So there you go. Be specific, Bob. Rage bait. Not happy. Not happy. Two separated. Who's helping them out, huh? All the time. Literally quote that all the time. Look at me when I'm talking to you, par. Sorry I'm going a little fast. I can't really rank these. It's literally just a sentence. Some of these are a word long. I don't understand how I'm supposed to stretch this out, They're experts. Next line. Experts, Bob. Those are ranked next to next. We're supposed to help our people. They're penetrating the bureaucracy. Seriously. What? Brad Bird is a genius. Not only did he direct The Incredibles and Ratatouille, but he did Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, and I love that movie very much. I don't know why. What the heck did I just do? I shouldn't be allowed to be on the internet. Okay. And the second best Mr. Huph line is... Par! Should I do it again? Par! How about a third time? Par! Do I dare do it a fourth? Par! Okay, I'm done. And the number one... Par! Okay, I'm sorry. And the number one Mr. Huph line is... Tell me how that's possible with you writing checks to every Harry Hardluck and Sally sob story that gives you a phone call. It's literally just the phone call line that pushed this up. It probably would have been definitely the top 3 without the phone call line, but it's the phone call line that gives the number 1. So, I'm recording this the day before Halloween. I need to get more videos out. So, yeah. There's a train outside. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.